You thought it was the dream, the noise, the stress. You rolled over, checked the clock, 3 a.m. You sighed, maybe even groaned, wondering why you were awake again. But let me make this clear. It wasn't the noise that woke you up. It was me. I whispered your name when the world went silent. I called to your spirit in the stillness of the night. Because I've been trying to reach you all day. But you were too distracted. And now, when the notifications stop, when the voices fade, when the performance ends, you can finally hear me. That stirring, that sudden wake up, that ache in your chest that you couldn't explain, that was me knocking. Not to scare you, not to burden you, but to invite you. You prayed for a sign. You asked me to speak. You told me to guide you, so I woke you up. Because 3 a.m. is not a time of fear. It's a time of favor. When I wake you, it means I trust you. When I stir your soul in the middle of the night, it means heaven has something to say, and you're the one I chose to hear it. This is not insomnia. This is not coincidence. This is holy interruption. This is a divine appointment. You asked me to use you. You asked me to show you your purpose. You said, "Here I am, Lord." Now I'm saying, then get up. I have something to tell you. So don't just roll over. Don't just go back to sleep. You're not just waking up from sleep. You're waking up to destiny. I don't wake you when it's convenient. I wake you when it's quiet. Because when the noise stops, your soul finally listens. You've asked why it's always 3 a.m. Why I choose the early hour. Why I disturb your sleep instead of your schedule. Here's why. Because 3 a.m. is when the world is silent, and I want your full attention. You hear everyone else all day long. The opinions, the pressure, the plans. You're pulled in 1,000 directions. But at 3 a.m. the world stops. And that's when heaven speaks. This is the hour when Samuel heard me call his name. This is the hour when Jesus prayed alone in the garden. This is the hour when I reveal things not meant for daylight. Mysteries, warnings, instructions, and breakthroughs. I chose this hour because there's no competition, no distractions, no performance. Just me and you. Just your soul and my voice. You thought it was just restlessness. You thought it was just your body reacting. But your spirit knew. That pull in your chest, that heaviness on your heart, that was me drawing you out of sleep. Because your next season doesn't begin with movement. It begins with stillness. So don't brush it off. Don't hit snooze on my summons. When I wake you up, I'm not just waking your body. I'm waking your calling. Come closer. I've got more to say. And this is only the beginning. You felt the heaviness when you opened your eyes. You couldn't explain it, but you knew something was different. That's because something is shifting in the spirit. And I didn't wake you up to observe it. I woke you up to stop it. You think prayer is optional. You think it's something you do when you're ready, when you're rested, when you're comfortable. But in this moment, your prayers are the difference between breakthrough and breakdown, between protection and devastation. Hell doesn't sleep. Demons don't rest. The enemy plots in the dark. So I wake my warriors in the night. Because you don't see what I see. You don't hear what I hear. You didn't see the attack forming, but I did. And that's why I nudged you out of bed. Not to panic, to pray. The shaking you feel, it's not fear. It's the call to spiritual war. I've placed people under your care. I've assigned nations to your prayers. And when you don't pray, they bleed. This is not about comfort. This is about obedience. This is about you being the watchman on the wall, while others sleep in danger. I chose you for this. I trusted you with this. You said, use me. So I am. And it starts right here, at 3 a.m., when the world is silent, and heaven is roaring. Get up. Your voice matters more than you know. You've been busy, doing good things, chasing goals, helping others. But in all your running, you've left me behind. I'm not angry. I'm not punishing you. I'm pursuing you. I miss you. You've sung the songs. You've posted the verses. You've even served in my name. But I didn't die for your performance. I died for your presence. I remember when you used to talk to me just to be near me. When you whispered my name without needing anything in return. When your tears fell not out of desperation, but devotion. I remember. Do you? That's why I woke you up. Not to correct you, but to call you back. Back to the secret place. Back to the stillness. Back to the intimacy that once set your soul on fire. Because I don't want what you can do for me. I want you. You've gotten so used to giving me your schedule, but I want your silence. You've given me your prayers, but I want your presence. You've handed me your stress, but I want your heart. So I came to you when no one else could reach you, when the world was dark, when the noise was gone, when all that was left was you and me. Don't go back to sleep. Don't miss this moment. I'm not here to demand. I'm here to dwell. Will you stay a little longer? You don't know what was planned against you tonight, but I do. You didn't see the snare. You didn't hear the whisper. You didn't sense the trap, but I did. And that's why I woke you up. I didn't disturb your sleep. I saved you in it. You think you just tossed and turned, but the tossing was me tearing something off you. The heaviness wasn't anxiety. It was warning. And the wake-up wasn't random. It was rescue. Because the devil doesn't announce his attacks. He moves in secret. He strikes in silence. But so do I. While you sleep, I fight. While you dream, I guard. But sometimes, what's coming requires your awareness. Sometimes the storm is so close. I need you alert. Not afraid. Not panicked. Prepared. There was a conversation meant to break you tomorrow. A temptation designed to trap you. A lie crafted to confuse you. And I couldn't let you walk into it unarmed. So I interrupted your night to strengthen your spirit, to sharpen your discernment, to wake up your awareness. Because if you listen now, you'll walk in clarity later. Don't resent the interruption. Thank me for the protection. The wake-up was mercy. The discomfort was deliverance. I shielded you while you slept, and I'm training you to recognize it. I'm not just your comforter. I'm your defender. And tonight I fought for you again. This time, it's not about you. It's about someone you love. Someone under attack. Someone too weak to pray. Someone whose name I whispered into your spirit at 3 a.m. You thought it was random, but you suddenly felt their face flash in your mind. You felt a burden. A weight, a name you couldn't shake. That wasn't your imagination. That was intercession. I woke you because they're in trouble. Because their breakthrough depends on your obedience. Because your voice can reach places their voice cannot. You've been called to stand in the gap, like Moses stood on the hill, like Esther stood before the king, like Jesus stood in the garden. I wake warriors when others are too weary to fight. While you were sleeping, they were sinking. While you were resting, they were wrestling. And I came to you, not because you were the problem, but because you carry the answer. Don't ignore it. Don't scroll past it. Don't assume someone else will pray. You are the someone I chose. You are the wall between them and destruction. You are the lifeline in the spirit, and heaven is waiting to move through your prayer. You said you wanted to make a difference. Then get up, open your mouth, and fight for them like I fought for you. You keep asking me, when will it happen? When will the door open? When will the breakthrough come? And I keep answering, by waking you up. Because before I promote you publicly, I prepare you privately. Before I launch you forward, I call you upward. And destiny doesn't begin on stages. It begins in secret. This wake-up isn't a delay. It's not a punishment. It's preparation. You've been anointed for something greater, but greater requires deeper. You don't just need more opportunity. You need more intimacy. You don't just need strategy. You need surrender. I called Moses alone on the mountain. I visited Joseph in the silence of prison. I trained David with sheep before I gave him kings. Why would I do it differently with you? You want the reward. But I need to test the roots. Can you obey in the dark? Can you show up when no one is watching? Can you pray at 3 a.m. when the platform is still a promise? You say, God, I'm ready. Then why are you sleeping through your preparation? This is your proving ground. This is your stretching. This is your refining fire, hidden from man, but seen by me. You're not just waking up from sleep. You're waking into your assignment. Get up. I'm building something in you that will shake the earth. You've mastered the mask. You smile well. You serve well. You post well. But underneath it all, you're still bleeding, and I see it. You've stuffed the pain down deep. You've buried it beneath distractions. You've convinced yourself it doesn't matter anymore. But it does. Because what you don't confront controls you. I didn't wake you to condemn you. I woke you to heal you. The shame you still carry, the memory that won't let go, the sin you've learned to manage instead of surrender, I see it. I know it, and I want to set you free from it. You can fool others. You can even fool yourself. But at 3 a.m. when the world is asleep, you can't hide from me. This is your moment. Not to run, but to release. Not to cover up, but to come clean. Because I don't just forgive sin, I uproot it. I don't just pat you on the back. I pull the poison out. You keep asking me to change your life, but I want to change you. Let me in. Let me into the closet you've locked. Let me into the wound you swore you'd never touch again. Because you can't walk in full purpose while limping in secret. I woke you because you're ready. Let's deal with it. Together. And when the sun rises, so will your freedom. You've been asking me for answers. You've cried out for clarity. You've begged to know what's next. But revelation doesn't shout over noise. It waits for silence. And that's why I woke you. Not to frustrate you. To reveal what I couldn't say while you were busy. I still speak in whispers. I still write visions in the dark. I still unlock wisdom when the world is asleep and your spirit is finally awake. This hour, this 3 a.m. hour, is sacred. Not just because it's quiet, but because it's available. You keep asking for direction, but you haven't made room to listen. You keep praying for discernment, but you've filled every moment with movement. I've been trying to get your attention all day, but now the phone is down. The noise is gone. The pressure has paused. And your heart is finally still enough to hear what I've been longing to say. Because I don't reveal deep things to distracted hearts. I give secrets to seekers. I give insight to the ones who stay when others sleep. I give treasure to the ones who sit still in the dark and say, "Speak, Lord." So if I woke you up, it's because there's something I want to show you. Something coming. Something hiding. Something only discerned by the Spirit. You weren't disturbed. You were invited. And if you stay with me in the stillness, I'll whisper what others will miss in the daylight. You say you want to be used by me. You say you're ready for more. You cry out for anointing, power, purpose. But when I call your name in the night, do you get up? I'm not testing your comfort. I'm testing your commitment. Because anyone can obey when it's easy. But real obedience begins when it's inconvenient. When I woke Samuel, he was just a boy. But he said, "Speak, Lord. Your servant is listening." When I came to Abraham, it was before sunrise, and he obeyed before the sun ever rose. Because those I use greatly respond immediately. You want spiritual authority? Start with spiritual responsiveness. You want breakthrough? Then answer me the first time I call. You can't sleep through the alarm of heaven and expect to walk in the fullness of destiny. You can't delay your yes and still demand your promise. Obedience is not proven in the spotlight. It's proven at 3 a.m. You think the wake up is small, but it's not. It's a test. And with every test comes a promotion, if you respond. You asked me for greater things. Then show me your yes in the dark. Because if you can obey when it's hard, I can trust you when it's heavy. You don't have time to waste anymore. Not in delay. Not in distraction. Not in denial. I didn't wake you just to speak. I woke you because it's urgent. This isn't just about your comfort. This is about your calling. Souls are hanging in the balance. Lives are depending on your obedience. And the time is shorter than you think. You've asked me to show you your purpose, but you're still waiting for perfect timing. Let me tell you plainly, this is the time. This is the hour. This is the wake-up. While others are drifting, I'm raising up those who will stand. While the world sleeps, I'm igniting the ones who will run. And you are one of them. You don't need more confirmation. You don't need another sign. The sign was me waking you up while the world is asleep. Because when I stir your spirit in the darkness, it means light is about to break forth. This is bigger than you. This is greater than your comfort. This is about eternal impact. Your prayer is needed. Your voice is needed. Your presence is needed in places where hell has tried to take ground. You are a weapon in my hand. But what good is a weapon if it stays sheathed? So I called you. I shook you. I woke you. Because the time is now. And you were born for this moment. You thought it was just another restless night. But it wasn't. It was a moment that split eternity. It was me, knocking on your soul's door at 3 a.m. I wasn't trying to ruin your sleep. I was trying to awaken your spirit. I came to warn you, to protect you, to fight for you, to fight through you, to reveal what no eye has seen, and prepare you for what no heart could imagine. I came because I miss you, because I see what's ahead, because you're more important to this story than you realize. This was never about insomnia. This was about invitation. You're not just waking up in the night. You're waking up to your purpose. You're waking up to your authority. You're waking up to me. So what will you do now? Go back to sleep? Ignore the tug? Dismiss the divine? Or will you get up, even if you're tired? Will you pray, even if you don't feel ready? Will you say yes, even when you don't understand? Because every time I wake you, I'm not just calling you to prayer. I'm calling you into destiny. And the ones who answer at 3 a.m. are the ones I use to shake the world by sunrise. This was your wake-up call. Now rise. I'm still speaking.